Ever has it been that love knows not its own depth until the hour of separation. Every man loves two women. The one is the creation of his imagination, and the other is not yet born. Exaggeration is truth that has lost its temper. Faith is a knowledge within the heart, beyond the reach of proof. Generosity is giving more than you can, and pride is taking less than you need. God made truth, with many doors to welcome every believer who knocks on them. If indeed you must be candid beautifully. If the other person injures you, you may forget the injury. But if you injure him, you will always remember. If you cannot work with love but only with distaste, it is better that you should leave your work. If you love somebody, let them go, for if they return, they were always yours. And if they don't, they never were. If you reveal your secrets to the wind, you should not blame the wind for revealing them to the trees. It is well to give when asked, but it is better to give unasked, through understanding. Life without love is like a tree without blossoms or fruit. Out of suffering have emerged the strongest souls. The most massive characters are seared with scars. Perplexity is the beginning of knowledge. Progress lies not in enhancing what is, but in advancing toward what will be. Sadness is but a wall between two gardens. Say not, I have found the truth, but rather, I have found a truth. The deeper sorrow carves into your being, the more joy you can contain. The optimist sees the rose and not its thorns. The pessimist stares at the thorns, oblivious of the rose. There are those who give with joy, and that joy is their reward. To be able to look back upon one's life in satisfaction is to live twice. To understand the heart and mind of a person, look not at what he has already achieved, but at what he aspires to do. Yesterday is but today's memory. Tomorrow is today's dream. Your friend is your needs answered. You give but little when you give of your possessions. It is when you give of yourself that you truly give. We choose our joys and sorrows long before we experience them. He who listens to truth is not less than he who utters truth. When you reach the end of what you should know, you will be at the beginning of what you should sense. Doubt is a pain too lonely to know that faith is his twin brother. One's own religion is after all a matter between oneself and one's maker and no one else's. You talk when you cease to be at peace with your thoughts. Trees are poems the earth writes upon the sky. We fell them down and turn them into paper, that we may record our emptiness. Beauty is not in the face. Beauty is a light in the heart. Your children are not your children. They are the sons and daughters of life's longing for itself. The timeless in you is aware of life's timelessness, and knows that yesterday is but today's memory, and tomorrow is today's dream. And forget not that the earth delights to feel your bare feet, and the winds long to play with your hair. Trust in dreams, for in them is hidden the gate to eternity. Tenderness and kindness are not signs of weakness and despair, but manifestations of strength and resolution. When you love, you should not think you can direct the course of love, for love, if it finds you worthy, directs your course. Between what is said and not meant, and what is meant and not said, most of love is lost. And God said, "Love your enemy," and I obeyed him and loved myself. Safeguarding the rights of others is the most noble and beautiful end of a human being. Much of your pain is self-chosen. We are all prisoners, but some of us are in cells with windows, and some without. There is a space between man's imagination and man's attainment that may only be traversed by his longing. When life does not find a singer to sing her heart, she produces a philosopher to speak her mind. Desire is half of life. Indifference is half of death. If indeed you must be candid beautifully. Generosity is giving more than you can, and pride is taking less than you need. A little knowledge that acts is worth infinitely more than much knowledge that is idle. All that spirits desire, spirits attain. To understand the heart and mind of a person, look not at what he has already achieved, but at what he aspires to do. To be able to look back upon one's life in satisfaction is to live twice. A man's true wealth is the good he does in the world. Thanks for watching. Subscribe for more.